So good day everyone. For the continuation of our discussion, let's move forward to the North African dances. So from the ancient beginnings, the Tassili and Ajer Mountains are in Algeria, near the Sahara Desert in North Africa. At one time, this region was moist and largely inhabited. There are about 30,000 cave paintings and engravings in the region, the earliest of which date to around 4,800 BC or before Christ. Masked dancers can be found in some of the paintings, leading researchers to believe that the people of the Sahara influenced both Egypt and Western Africa, both of which are known for using masks in their dances. So, sa Egypt o sa Western Africa is na well-known sila nga gagamit og mask sa ilahang mga dances. However, the style of the Saharan mask is different from that of West Africa. Dance and music held great influence in ancient Egyptian society. Laborers would work in rhythm, encouraged by the voices of workers and by the sound of their tools striking the earth. As civilizations were being molded into the complex web of societies that we know today, Egypt was in an advanced state and had incorporated dance into every level of its society. So mas advanced ang ancient Egyptian society sa ilahang mga dances kay mas incorporated ilahang dance into every level nga kanang mas na-advance sila sa ilahang mga dances. Dancing in public was an activity for the masses. The upper echelon of the society could hire professional dance troupes for entertainment, and wealthy and noble Egyptians often had slaves trained to dance for special. So sa ilaha is kanang mas na-engage sila into kanang dancing in public sa ilahang mga activity for sa ilahang mga masses. Then kanang ga-hire sila og mga professional dance troupes para mo'y musayaw sa mga entertainment nga ilang ginabuhat silang mga activity. Then ang Egyptians is more often sila ga trained og kanang mga slaves nga mga dancers. Dance in harems was more developed as a result of women's isolation and their devotion to dance and music. Harems incorporated elements such as solos, pas de deux, pas de trois, group dancing, pyramid-like acrobatics, and most important is the set choreography. An example of the importance, respect, and legitimacy that dancers enjoyed can be seen in a letter that was written for a woman named Isadora, requesting her services at a party. It can be inferred that Isadora was a free woman, not a slave, because she negotiated her own contracts. The traditional name for an Egyptian dancer was orchestria. Isadora, however, was a castrotalistra, meaning she specialized in dancing with castanets. She also hired for a specific date at a specific location, and her employer provided transportation for Isadora, her dancers, and her props. Her pay was outstanding. A typical bricklayer of ancient Egypt received about 2.5 drachma. Let's move forward to the Gawazi costumes in North Africa. So the Gawazi costumes change and respond to foreign influences, mostly by that of Turkish and Persian styles. So ilang mga dancers wore fitted tunics, replicating the fashion from the women in the courts of the Ottoman Empire. They wore low-cut bodies, large full skirts, bulky hip scarves, three-quarter sleeves with scarf-like, excess fabric hanging from the sleeves that was influenced by new Persian coats, fitted jackets, sheer blouses, small fitted vests, and low slang, also flowing skirts or Turkish style or ginatawag sa ilaha as harem pants. So in North Africa, Men often performed a cane or stick dance known as tati. The men would use a thick, solid bamboo staff called an asa or a kaya or a shom or nabut. So, well-known gyapon sa kanang Egyptian society ang kanang stick dance nga ginasayaw sa mga lalaki dito sa ilahang lugar. Then gagamit sila og kanang mga kawayan, which is kanang mao ang ilahang ginayuse kanang the way sila magdance.
الترتيب أو المبارزات بالعصا أصولها فرعونية، وفي أهرامات أبو سير وفي بني حسن تصوير على الجدران للتحطيب اللي هو شبه التحطيب الحالي، بالرغم من أنه مرسوم بطريقة تقليدية فرعونية، إلا أنه واضح أنه هو نفس التحطيب كان بيمارسه الجيش الفرعوني في الدولة الوسطى كنوع من التدريب العسكري.
عندنا في ملاو بننزل الافراح وكده، فبنرقص في الفرح، بنرقص بمزاج يعني، برقص من جوايا. فانا بحس ان انا مبسوط جدا وانا برقص بالعصايه، حاسس ان انا يعني مثلا زي ما اكون برقص فرح اخويا ولا.
Social and ceremonial dances. The investiture dances of the Nubians in Egypt and Sudan are religious and political dances performed upon the death of one reth or ang ilahang hari and the ascension of another. So, sa Egypt and Sudan, once nga mamatay ang ilang hari, ang mga Nubians is ga-perform sila og investiture dances. So the function of the elaborate rituals is not only to ensure the lawful succession to the throne, but also to let it be known and seen that the essence of the people's heritage is properly transferred from the dead monarch to the body and soul of the king-elect. So, ang investiture dances sa Egypt and Sudan is mo ni siya ang rituals which is gina-perform nila during kanang mag-elect na pud sila og new king sa ilahang lugar. In North Africa, they have also a nguma yafimbo or a walking stick dance. It is a celebratory dance performed by men at wedding feasts and circumcision feasts. The dancers carry walking sticks and assemble to form a ring in the open near the house of the host, while those in the ring balance themselves slowly and rhythmically from one foot to the other. Two of their number go into the center and make passes at each other with their sticks as if they were swords. Cigarettes and betel nuts are passed around the dancers. So, in North Africa, napod sila ginatawag nga nguma yafembo nga dance or mas well-known nga ginatawag og walking stick dance. So, almost ga-perform ani is ang mga lalaki sa ilahang lugar. The Shibwani dance is another dance performed at weddings. Arab men of Imkel or Makola perform the dance without any weapons, and they attend by invitations only. The dancers sing in a chorus song and keep time by clapping their hands. The orchestra consists of avumi and chupo drums, which is played on both ends with the hands while hung across the waist of the drummer by a cord around the neck. So ang Shibwani dance is mostly gina-perform siya during sa mga kasal, and then Arab men ang kanang kasagara nga ga-dance ani. Then while they are dancing, they are performing without any weapons. The dance of the Buo Saada is from Tunisia and is danced by women. So Buo Saada is mo ni siya ang dance nga makita po nato sa North Africa. Then kanang mostly ga perform is mga babae gyapon. Then another one is the Vugo It is a wedding dance in which a procession of women is often performed in the evening after dark to parade through the streets. The women sing in chorus to the sound of buffalo horns that are beaten with short sticks. So buo saada and vugu dances are mostly performed by women. Then ang vugu is kanang gina-perform siya during gabi. The whirling dervish. Whirling dervishes, known as the Mevlevi order of Sufi Muslims, practice a devotional dance called the Ritual of Sema in Libya, Sudan, Egypt, Tunisia, and Morocco. Dancers tilt their heads to the right and stretch out their arms as they spin round and round in a precise rhythm in order to achieve a trance state.
This kind of whirling is a form of physical meditation. It is an 800-year-old tradition that was developed in the city of Konya. Essentially, it is a form of worship that has become a popular cultural attraction in Turkey.
Baladi, or also known as belly dance in North Africa. Although there are several names for belly dancing in Egypt, baladi is most commonly used. The baladi is performed at weddings, birthdays, parties, and public festivals such as the Mawalid or Saints' Days. It is also performed in clubs, hotels, and theaters, and is usually part of a larger program for entertainment. So, ang baladi or ang belly dance is mas known siya nga gina-perform sa wedding, birthday, sa parties o sa uban pa nga mga public festivals. Then kanang gina-perform po siya also in clubs, hotels, and sa theaters ug sa uban pa nga mga dagko nga entertainment sa Egypt. Let's move forward to the Zar healing dance in North Africa. In Egyptian Nubia, the main purpose of Zar ceremony is to cure emotional or physical disorders through contact with the possessing spirits believed to cause such maladies. The Nubians' Zar ceremony is essentially a means of dealing with the demonic powers of evil. When a Zar is requested, the sheikh or male or sheikha the female begins by asking questions about the patient. The Zar is primarily a female activity, though males often play the principal roles of leader and musicians. The typical Zar audience is mainly composed of women who regard themselves as having been helped or cured. Anyone may attend in Zar, but it is felt that men should not attend women's ceremonies and vice versa. So, Zar healing ceremonies or Zar healing dance, mostly ga performance ang mga babae din. Bawal sa ilaha ang mga lalaki nga mo join sa kanang ginabuhat nga ceremony. The Zar African Healing Ceremony. The healing ceremony, known as Zar, mostly likely originated in the region of Somalia or Ethiopia. It was first seen by Westerners at the end of the 18th century. Gradually, the ceremony moved north and then east to Sudan, Egypt, the Arabian Peninsula, and the North African countries of Algeria, Libya, Morocco, and Tunisia.
فتحة للنبي وأحباب النبي وأزواج النبي وعمر وعثمان وعلي أولاد بنت رسول الله الحسن والحسين بنت زينب كانت جدا. الزار هو حالة فن جميل وبعدين حالة نفسية أولا ترتاحي له بس يعني ترتاحي للشغل وللطبل وللغنى يعني تبقى راحة نفسية. الشور يا رومنا الزار زار الموسيقى هنا سماعي، لكن لما حضرتك تبقى عامله حفله ولا حاجه كزار بتتنططي زي ما انت عايزه، زي ما حباك الموسيقى والغنى وكده بتقومي تتنططي زي ما انت عايزه، الطاقه اللي في الجسم بتطلع زي ما انت ترتاحي. بدأت فرقة مزاهر دلوقتي بقالها 15 سنة لما اكتشفها الدكتور أحمد المغربي وشافنا ومعجب بشغلنا وقعدنا نشتغل شوية كتير عشان الناس تعرفنا وتعرف الزار ايه ووضع الزار ايه صح ولا ايه غلط، لكن هو عرضه كموسيقى جميلة في مكان الناس بتيجي تتفرج عليها، أجانب وعرب من جميع الفئات وأجانب كتير بتيجي بتحب تسمعه وبيبقوا مبسوطين ويتمرجحوا فيه. بنسافر بيه، سافرنا فيه فرنسا وإيطاليا وبلجيكا وألمانيا وسويسرا والمغرب.
Ngomaya people, or the people dances in North Africa. The Swahili word people is the equivalent of the Arab word jinn, meaning devil or evil spirit. Some evil spirits are harmless, while others enter into the human body and create various ills and pains, insensibility, or sometimes a demented state accompanied by violent gestures. So let's move forward to the Raza, or the military and dance war. The Raza was originally a war dance practiced by the Arabs in Arabia prior to starting out on a raid. So ang Raza is kanang war dance ni siya nga ginapractice sa mga Arabs sa Arabia. It originated at Manga in Muscat, or a section of Oman, and is danced with naked swords. the object being to strengthen the muscles of the sword arm. Hadramaut Arabs also dance it, but use daggers instead of swords. A Chopowo drum supplies the music for the Rasa dance, and a Vumi drum is also beaten in the same manner as the Chopowo. The men stand in a row or in two rows, facing each other. They advance slowly a few inches at each step, keeping time to the drumming. So that would be all for my discussion about the North African dances. Thank you for listening and God bless you.